Namaste, this is Ramesh Naidu from Target School. Today topic, Proofs in Mathematics for 9th class students, part 4. Right? So, in this part 4, we discuss about exercise 15.1, the first exercise problem. Right? So, in this exercise, they given some sentences, then we have to decide whether it is a statement or ambiguous. Ambiguous means open sentence. So we know very well the definition of a statement. Statement is a sentence which is either true or false, but not both, right? Such type of sentences are called statements. Once again, statement, it is a sentence which is either true or false but not both, right? Such type of sentences are called statements. Otherwise, the sentences are called ambiguous, means open sentences. Here open sentences are not clear, right? Are not decided. So whether it is true or false. But statements, we can decide whether it is true or false, right? So in the 15.1 exercise, they given some statements. So which are some sentences, which are statements and which are true or which are false? That is the question. See, which of the following sentences are statements or ambiguous? Statements are ambiguous. And also find true statements and false statements, right? Yes. Listen carefully, one by one. The first one. There are 27 days in a month. So it is a sentence. There are 27 days in a month. So is it a statement? Yes, it is a statement. Why? So we clearly it is a false statement. Clearly it is false statement because 27 days in a month. So daily we are observing calendar. So how many days in a month? 30 or 31. In February, in leap year 29 and remaining is 28 only, right? So 28 is the least number of days in a month, that is February in general year. But 27 days. So there are 27 days in a month. Yes, there is no such type of month. So 27 days in a month ledu. So we can say clearly there is no such month. So it is statement. So which type of statement? It is false statement, right? So it is false statement. The answer is false statement, right? So it is a statement but it is false because there is no 27 days in a month. There is no such type of months in general year or leap year. Okay. Next, go for second sentence. Makara Sankranti falls on Friday. Makara Sankranti falls on Friday. So it is a festival. Festivals కామన్ గా ఏ రోజైనా రావచ్చు. తిథి నెక్స్ట్ క్యాలెండర్ లో డిసైడ్ చేస్తుంటారు. సో ఫ్రైడేనే రావాలి అని ఇక్కడ లేదు. అది మండే రావచ్చు, ట్యూస్డే రావచ్చు, వెన్స్డే రావచ్చు, రైట్? సో మకర సంక్రాంతి ఫాల్స్ మేబీ మండే ఆర్ సండే ఆర్ ట్యూస్డే ఎప్పుడైనా రావచ్చు, బట్ ఇక్కడ ఫ్రైడేనే చెప్తున్నాడు. సో ఈజ్ ఇట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఆర్ అంబిగ్యూస్? మకర సంక్రాంతి ఫాల్స్ ఆన్ ఫ్రైడే. ఫ్రైడే ఖచ్చితంగా రావాలని రూల్ ఉందా? Yes. Makara Sankranti falls on Friday. It is ambiguous because in particular year we don't know Makar Sankranti falls on Friday. So we can't decide. It is ambiguous, right? So it is ambiguous. Right? So the sentences which are not decided whether it is true or false, such type of sentences are called ambiguous, right? So next, the third one. The temperature in Hyderabad. HYD means Hyderabad. The temperature in Hyderabad is 2 degrees Celsius. So it is also we can't decide. 2 degrees Celsius ఉంటుందో ఉండదో ఆ పర్టికులర్ సీజన్ లో తెలియదు చెప్పలేము. We can't decide, right? It is also ambiguous. Right? Next, the fourth one. Dogs can fly. Dogs can fly. Is it a statement? Yes. We decide whether it is true or false. It is a false statement because dogs cannot fly. So dogs have no wings. So dogs are not birds, right? So we decide clearly dogs cannot fly. So dogs can fly. The given sentence that is dogs can fly. It is a false statement, right? It is statement, but it is a false. It is a false statement, right? Next, fifth one. February has only 28 days. February has only 28 days. The given condition. February 28 days మాత్రమే ఉంటాయంట. So in general year there are 28 days in February, but in leap year 29 days in February, right? But ఇక్కడ వాడు 28 days మాత్రమే ఉంటున్నాయి అంటున్నాడు. So decide చేయొచ్చు. It is false. So it happened only in general year, but in leap year 29 days, right? ఇక్కడ 28 days మాత్రమే ఉంటాయి అంటున్నాడు అంటే తప్పు. So it is a false statement. Right? Next, a rhombus is a parallelogram. It is parallelogram. Rhombus is a parallelogram, right? So ఇటువంటి వాటిని చేసేటప్పుడు మనకు డెఫినేషన్స్ బాగా తెలుసుండాలి. Yes. So we must know the definitions of types of parallelograms and rhombuses. See, rhombus is a parallelogram. So what is the definition of rhombus? In rhombus, all sides are equal, right? All sides are equal means opposite sides are parallel and equal, right? Opposite sides are parallel and equal. So in any quadrilateral, if opposite sides are parallel and equal, then that is called parallelogram. See, rhombus is parallelogram because in rhombus all sides equal. That means opposite sides are equal. In parallelogram also opposite sides are equal. See like this. So it is rhombus, all sides are equal. It is parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. See? So opposite sides are equal in parallelogram. It is parallelogram, opposite sides equal. It is all sides equal. That means opposite sides are equal. Okay, these two equal. All equal means these two equal and these two also equal. So it is parallelogram. So rhombus is parallelogram. Every rhombus is parallelogram. Here rhombus is parallelogram. It is true. We can say clearly it is true. It is a statement. So it is a true statement. So it is true statement. Okay. Next, seventh one. For any real number x, real numbers means all. rational numbers and irrational numbers all. For any real number x, x square greater than or equal to 0. Means the value of x square is always 0 or positive. It is not negative, right? So when square a number, we get positive number. So real number is x. Take any plus 1 or minus 1. You can take any number. But x square greater than equal to 0. Yes. Let's take an example. So x equal to, if x equal to minus 2, then what about x square minus 2 whole square? That is 4. Minus square plus 2 square 4. 4 always greater than or equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So the square of any number is positive, right? Means greater than 0. If x is 0, 0 square is equal to 0, right? So square అనేది నెగటివ్ నంబర్ ని కూడా పాజిటివ్ చేస్తుంది, right? So it is true. We can say clearly it is true. It is a statement. It is a true statement. You can check by taking x value. You can take any value. It is true, right? It is a true statement. Right? Next, go for next. The sum of two even numbers is even. Sum of two even numbers is even. So take two even numbers. You can check whether it is correct or not. Two even numbers. 8, 6. 8 is even and 6 also even. Sum of two even numbers. 8 plus 6 is equal to 14. 14 also even number. See, sum of two even numbers is even. Yes, it is correct. It is a statement. We can decide it is true or false. So it is true by taking even numbers, right? It is a true statement. Yes, the last one next. The earth is the only planet. The earth is the only planet where life exists. That means, so జీవులు బ్రతకడానికి భూమి మాత్రమే ఒక ప్లానెట్ ఉంది అనేది, right? Is it statement or not? Yes, it is a statement. It is a true statement. So up to now, earth only is the planet exists life, right? Life exists. మనుషులు జీవులు బ్రతకడానికి భూమి ఒకటే ప్రెసెంట్ ప్లానెట్ గా ఉంది. Yes, it is correct. Okay, up to now correct. It is clear. So it is also true statement. Right? So in this way, when given sentences, so we can decide whether it is a statement or not. So by using daily life properties, by observing some axioms, and by observing postulates, theorems, formulas, and different lemmas, we can decide whether the given sentence is a statement or ambiguous, and which are true or false, right? Yes, go for second Roman. In the exercise, second Roman. Observe carefully. Restate the following statements with appropriate conditions so that they become true. Okay? So the given statements, observe carefully. For every real number x, 3x greater than x. So actually it is ambiguous. For every real number x, 3x is greater than x. It is ambiguous, right? But we have to restate the statement with appropriate condition so that they become true, right? So the statement is true, then what is the condition? See, for what value of x here, for what value of x, it is true statement, it become true. Yes, so the given, okay, statement okay, but ambiguous, we don't know whether it is true or false. So there is no condition, we don't know condition. So for every real number it is 3x greater equal to x. Now we have to restate the statement. ఇది కరెక్ట్ కావడానికి suitable condition రాయాలి, right? Yes, observe carefully. X is real number, okay? X belongs to R. R means a real number, means any number, natural, whole, can take any number, right? And the condition is 3x greater than or equal to x, and 3x greater than or equal to x. Suppose if x equal to 0, if we take x equal to 0, 3, 0, 0 greater than 0, 0 greater than 0, not. So substitute values. If x equal to 1, if x equal to 1, then 3 into 1 greater than 1. 3 ones are 3 greater than 1. So 3 always greater than 1. Yes, it is true. So x equal to 1. X equal to 0, if x equal to 0, 3, 0, 0. 0 greater than 0. So 0 greater than 0, it is not correct. 0 is equal to 0, right? So don't take 0. So up to 1. If x equal to 1, it is 2. Then x equal to 2. 3 2s are 6 greater than x is 2. 6 is greater than 2, right? So the given statement is true for x greater than 0, right? So this statement is true when x is greater than 0. The given statement is true. The given statement is true for x greater than 0. So don't take negatives and don't take 0. So 0 కంటే ఎక్కువ అంటే 1 నుంచి 1 2 3 like that. So means x is here, x is natural number, right? So the given statement is true for x greater than 0. Yes, in this question he asked condition. For what condition the statement is true? So that is, the condition is x greater than 0, right? Next go for second problem. For every real number x, x is real number, x square is greater than or equal to x. Now take any x value, x is real number. For example, x equal to, take minus 2. That implies substitute minus 2. Minus 2 whole square 4. Greater than or equal to minus 2. So 4 is always greater than minus 2, correct? If x is equal to 0, so 0 square 0 greater than or equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 0. Yes, it is also true. X equal to, take plus values. So 2 square 4 greater than or equal to x is 2. Yes, 4 is greater than or equal to 2. It is also true. So then what is condition? So the given statement is true for what condition? You take x is any value, you can take any value, right? But not fractions, only suppose x equal to 1 by 2. If x equal to 1 by 2, then what happened? X square 1 by 2 whole square 1 by 4 greater than or equal to x 1 by 2. See, is it correct or not? It is false. 1 by 4 is not greater than 1 by 2. So here 1 by 2 is greater. So for p by q forms, it is not satisfied, right? So here we should take only integers, only for integers, that is if x belongs to I, Take any integer. For any integer x, the statement is true, right? If x belongs to I, then the given statement is true, right? See, x is for x is x. Don't take fractions, only integers. The condition is x greater than or equal to 0 and x greater than or equal to 1. Sorry, less than or equal to. Negatives. X less than or equal to 0 means negatives and 0, positives and 1. For both conditions, that is true. Okay. Yes, next the given statement. If you divide a number by 2, you will always get half the number. See, so observe carefully, it is a statement, but in this we need some condition. Actually, it is a false. If it is true, what is the condition? If you divide a number by 2, you will always get half the number. Suppose if you divide 0, take the number 0. 0 by 2. 0 by 2. So what is 0 by 2? 0 by 2 is always 0. Right? 0 by anything is 0. But 0, don't take 0 here. Right? So except 0, you can take any number except 0. Other than 0, you can take any number divided by 2. You will always get half the number, right? Why? Because 0 ni 2 తో డివైడ్ చేస్తే 0 నే వస్తుంది, half రాదు. So except 0, right? So restate the statement. If you divide a number except 0, other than 0, other than 0, 0 కాకుండా 0 తప్ప దేని డివైడ్ చేసినా we get always half the number. Other than 0 by 2, you will always get half the number, right? So what is the difference between these two statements? In this 0 not given, right? But 0 we write condition. So for what condition the statement is true means except 0, other than 0, you can divide any number by 2, you get half the number, right? Next statement. The angle subtended by a chord of a circle at a point on the circle is 90 degrees. See, it is a circle, it is a chord. Angle subtended by this chord on the circle is 90 degrees. See, we know very well the angle in semicircle is 90 degrees. The angle subtended by the diameter, it is diameter is the longest chord. Here the diameter subtended angle at any point on the circle is 90 degrees. But in this statement the given chord given, but here diameter, we write diameter, right? So only the angle subtended by the diameter on the circle is 90 degrees. So 90 degrees చేసేది ఒక diameter మాత్రమే. సో దీన్ని ఎలా మనం సెట్ చేయాలి అంటే కార్డ్ ప్లేస్ లో డయామీటర్ పెట్టాలి అంతే. Yes, the solution is the angle subtended by diameter. So chord place lo diameter రాయాలి. So diameter మాత్రమే 90 డిగ్రీస్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, diameter of a circle at a point on the circle is 90 degrees, then it is a true statement, right? So they given some statements. Now we have to correct the statement. It is to be true. అది ట్రూ కావడానికి మనం రీస్టేట్ చేయాలి. వాళ్ళు తప్పిచ్చింటారు, మనం కరెక్ట్ చేయాలి బై రైటింగ్ సూటబుల్ కండిషన్, రైట్? Let's go for next. In a quadrilateral, QDL means quadrilateral. In a quadrilateral, if all sides are equal, then it is square. If all sides are equal, then it is a square. So is it correct? It is not correct, because according to the definition of square, in square all sides are equal and all angles are equal. But all angles are equal not given in this statement, right? So now restate the statement to be true. In a quadrilateral, if all sides are equal and each angle is 90, means all angles are equal. All angles are equal, then it is a square, right? So in the given statement only all sides equal but not given all angles equal, so it is a false. So ఇది కరెక్ట్ కావాలంటే కరెక్ట్ డెఫినేషన్ రాయాలి. So in a square, if all sides equal and all angles are equal, then it is square. So it is correct statement. Okay, next, go for next. 2 times of a real number is always even. 2 times of a real number is always even. So real means rational, irrational, fractions, decimals, lot of them. It is a false statement. ఇది కరెక్ట్ కావాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? 2 times of a natural number, only natural numbers. 2 into natural number 2, 2 into 2 4, 2 into 3 6, 2 into 4 8. See, 2 times a, it is natural numbers. 2 times a natural number is even numbers, right? Yes, write the correct statement. 2 times a natural number, so write natural instead of real. 2 times a natural number is always even. It is correct, right? So in this way, when given false statement, we write correct statements by writing suitable condition, right? And the next, 7th problem. For any x, for any x, here x is any number, so no condition. 3x plus 1 greater than 4. For what value of x it is true? Suppose x is 0, 3 0 0, 0 plus 1 1. 1 is greater than 4, it is false. So above 0, if x is above 0, greater than 0, 0 కంటే ఎక్కువ తీసుకున్నాం. So if x equal to 1, 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3 plus 1 4, 4 greater than 4, it is also false. So above 1, if x equal to 2, then what happened? 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7, 7 greater than 4, yes it is true. X equal to 3, 3 3s are 9 plus 1 10, greater than 4, yes it is correct. So here condition is there. What is that condition? for x greater than 1, for x greater than 1, so ఒకటి కంటే ఎక్కువ తీసుకుంటే అది ట్రూ అవుతుంది. For x greater than 1, 3x plus 1 greater than 4, right? So this is the correct statement. వాళ్ళు రాంగ్ ఇచ్చి ఉంటారు, మనం కరెక్ట్ చేయాలి, రైట్?